Every morning the sun rises, alarm clocks sound, foggy eyes open, and then at some point we get dressed. Right? This seems normal. This seems natural. Socks, underwear, pants, shirts, shoes. We put on clothing, but that clothing has something that corresponds to our jobs. It corresponds to our culture. It corresponds to the weather outside, whether it's going to be cold or whatever. Our clothing serves as the marker that kind of sets us apart as a species on our planet. It also indicates a lot of the societal and individual values and traits we have. Mark Twain actually once said that clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence on society. Well, he might have been right about the first part, but his statement excludes the first naked people in history, Adam and Eve. And we would argue that those two have quite had the influence on who we are and where we're going due to both their lack of clothes and their eventual attire. And so it follows. The clothing in the Bible is not just an unimportant detail. In fact, clothing often has significant implications for revealing God's plan of redemption. For our Creator is also the first tailor, seamstress, cobbler. Despite their rebellion, he covered Adam and Eve's shame and nakedness. And later he designed and instructed the Israelites on priestly garments of the tabernacle, which have these intricately thought out purposes and intent for the people to come and to fellowship with their God. The biblical authors throughout the whole Hebrew Scripture and even through the New Testament use both metaphorical and actual descriptions of priestly and royal garments to describe and to point us to the one true priest and king, Jesus. And it's this king, first wrapped in rags in a manger, who then hangs naked on the cross and promises to clothe us in the riches of his righteousness. So for this Advent season, we're going to have a bunch of daily devotions on our YouTube page. We're going to have Sunday messages, and we're going to tell the stories of the clothing of the King. Stories that describe a wardrobe that is splendid and sin-stained, that have fabrics that reveal who we are and cover us freely. See, the clothing of the King is tattered and worn and glorious. It isn't ours, yet he gives it to us all the same. And so I'm going to pray that whether you use these kind of devotions and the messages just, on your own, one-on-one, or in a family or group setting, that you'll see that these scripture passages and reflections and ideas kind of point you to and provide you with this detailed view of Christ's robe of righteousness constructed for you on the workbench of Calvary. And we'll we'll do this. We'll have these videos. We'll drop a video on our YouTube page every day for Advent 2023, beginning December 3rd, the first Sunday of Advent, ending on Christmas Day. And we'll have in each of them kind of a reflection, a scripture reference, and a prayer for you to pray that day. I hope you'll join us on this Advent journey. Peace to you.